Hey, what's up everybody? So here bringing you a new video today. I'm doing what Pokemon should get type changes in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Alright, if you don't know, what just happened was Pokemon just announced that there will be Alolan, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Alolan Pokemon. Like, so what it is regular Pokemon, like Vulpix, gets an Alolan region type. So its region type is ice instead of being fire, and then Ninetales is fire, ice and psychic instead of just fire. And what I thought would be cool today, if we went through Pokemon that could possibly, or ones I think should get type changes. So yeah, let's get it started. So first off, I chose 3 from each region, excluding Gen 1, because Gen 1 already had 3 Pokemon announced, and there's also this leak going around about Arcanine, Butterfree, Rattata and Raticate, and another Pokemon I don't have it pulled up right now, but they all got different type changes. So right here we have Spinarak and Ariados, and the type I want to switch with them is the Poison type with Dark type or Fairy type. And Fairy type might seem kind of weird, but let me tell you. So I believe a lot of the Pokemon will have a similar type with the new type changes. So this is why I wanted to give it a Dark type. But I was thinking there's not many spiders in the Pokemon Pokédex, and none of them are fairies. What if we give an opposite of what a spider would be, like a fairy type to the fire excuse me, to Spinarak and Ariados, similar to how Snubbull and Granbull got a fairy type, or they got their fairy type added in Gen 6, even though it didn't look fairy type. But I'm pretty sure if we put like pink on Ariados and like a light purple on Spinarak, it's fairy type. And for the next one, I have Teddiursa and Ursaring, and the type I want to change him to is either ice or ground. Which, wait, oh crap, I just forgot. Beertick is an ice type, so it'd pretty much be a Beertick. Wow. But still, ice type Ursaring, it would, because I thought like the moon is like ice, a ball of ice. Ursaring and Teddiursa like have the crescent moon and the full moon on it, and I thought it would be good as ice, but I totally forgot Beertick is an ice type, so they probably would not do this one. I feel stupid. But ground type would also work with them. Change them to either a lighter brown or keep them the same color. Just give them more, either make them more fluffy or less fluffy in order to make it seem as if they're ground types. And then for the next one, Delibird. Delibird, I feel like could still be ice type in Sun and Moon, but if some people would have wanted Delibirds like near the beach and stuff like that, Delibird would have to evolve in order to survive, because it's an ice type. So giving it either a grass type or fire type, I believe would benefit it. Fire, you know, pull out some like hot meals out of its present bag. Grass type, like healing stuff. That's how I think of it. So if you would have a grass type Delibird, it would be more beneficial if you had it like on a double team battle where it would be able to heal Pokemon, and then fire type would be more of an offensive type, being able to inflict burns and stuff like that, which is what I thought would be really cool, even having multiple types, like you have a grass, ice, and fire, which would be pretty awesome. And then for Gen 3 Gen 3, I have Lotad, Lombre, and Ludicolo. And what I thought was Ludicolo is like a lily pad, or has a lily pad on his head, or for all of the evolutions. And sometimes Ludicolo wouldn't want to be in the water, so it would migrate to the shore. And with this, it would be getting a lot more sun on its head, and it would probably get either a fire type or a ground type. Fire type or ground type added to the grass type. So how I think about it is if Ludicolo would start living on the shore or living near that volcano that's in that's on the map, then it would start getting a fire type. Or if it's on the beach and it's just sitting around, it would learn how to adapt to the sand, I guess, and learn how to be a ground type, which would be cool. Grass ground, I think we have Torterra, and then grass fire. Do we have a grass fire? Huh. What's grass fire? I'm pretty sure there is one. I don't know. But okay, yeah, that's my reasoning behind that one. And then we have next Slakoth, Vigoroth, and Slacking. And every time I look at Slacking, I think of like a Yeti, Bigfoot type of thing. And what I'd like to do is make it a Yeti, give it an ice type, and make it'll still be as slow, if you think about it, ice type, except maybe more defensive instead of offensive. Excuse me. More offensive instead of defensive. And that. I'm sorry, my phone just went off. I'm sorry, guys, if you heard that. Yeah. And for the next, guys, alright, so my audio just went really bad right here, and it just started becoming really staticky, worse than it was earlier in the video. I mean, I really couldn't even understand anything I was saying right here, and so I cut that out, and right here I'm just going to tell you about how I thought Vibrava, Flygon, and what's his name, Trapinch, which should have been had a bug type, or Flygon got a bug type because of the way it looks. Everybody wants it to mega evolve, but I think that Bug Dragon would make it a cool type, new type, and that stuff. Yeah, so if it sounds weird transitioning right here, it's because I had to put this audio in right here. Alright, I guess bigger wings. Alright, now time for Gen 4. First I have Hippopotas. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I've never used Hippopotas in my life, so I don't know how to pronounce it. But here we have Hippopowdon as well. I know how to say that one. And I was thinking water type. Why not? Because hippos usually are in water, and maybe Hippowdon wanted to go take a bath one day and it became a water type. And which would be really cool if it became just water type, a water hippo. Maybe make it a light blue or a light purple, dark purple. That's how I see it. Next one is Cherubi and Cherim, which is, I would think, since the sun is much brighter, or the sun is always shining in Alola, that it would get a new fire type, and the petals on it would become red, or it can go to the ice mountain that's in Alola and become an ice flower. So it would be a little bit like Abomasnow. Excuse me, guys. And get the grass and the ice type, which would be pretty cool in my eyes. And it would get like a dark purple flower for like ice flowers, which I think would be beautiful. Or we could get both, get a fire type and an ice type in this region, which would be pretty sick. I don't know if Pokemon are only allowed to have one alternate typing, or if they're going to be having more than one. I mean, who knows? Nintendo has really surprised this game. No more gyms, so a lot of things are changing in Pokemon. Maybe it's just this game, maybe they'll add them in later games, but who knows? And then we have Skorupi and Drapion. And when I think of scorpions, I think of them in dirt, and which is what I want this Pokemon to be. I want it to keep the bug, and keep the bug for Drapion as well, and just give it ground, or give it water, because there's also some water scorpions, which would be nice It also sort of looks like Scorupi, not too much like Drapion. And if it was Bug and Water, do we have a Bug and Water? Surskit is Bug and Water, yeah. So it would be similar to Surskit because Water Scorpions are similar to Water Hoppers, I guess. What are they? I think they're Water Hoppers or Water Runners, something along those lines. Alright. And for the next one, Gen 5, I thought Lilipup's evolution line could benefit from a water type. Water typing added to their normal type. So it'd be normal water or just plain up water, because Stoutland, I believe, learns Surf, which was honestly the only person or only Pokemon on my team that could learn Surf when I went through the Black. What did I have? I had Pokemon White, and Stoutland was the only Pokemon on my team that could learn Surf. So I was thinking, why not give it a water type? It already has some blue on it. Make the colors a little bit lighter on it, but keep the blue maybe the same color or a little bit darker. Yeah, that's how I see Stoutland becoming a water type. There's a lot of water in Alola. And for the next one, I wanted Rocknrolla, Boldore, and Gigalith to get an ice type. I mean, I think this is my favorite one to think about. Turning those crystals into similar to how its shiny form is, which is, I think, a light blue crystal, except it'll be like an ice crystal type. And just in my mind, it sounds awesome. It would live up in those, I guess, ice mountain. I hope there's not an ice cave, because that would suck. And I hope it wouldn't get Sturdy if they ever did that, because Sturdy sucked in Gen 5 on that Gigalith and all of them. But yeah, next one I have Swablu, Swablu, and Lavani, which I want this Pokemon to have different variations of types. I want it to have either fire, ground, or ice. And this is why, because everybody knows, if you watch the anime, stuff like that, Lavani likes to make clothing for itself and for other things. And I felt if it had a different type, it would be able to experiment with these types. Or what could happen is Swablu will start off as a grass type, and then depending on where you are, if you're like on a rocky place or at the beach, it would turn into a ground. It'll evolve into a ground type Swablu. And if it was near the volcano, it would turn into fire type. If it was near the ice top mountains, it would be ice type. And then Lavani would change its clothes depending on where it is at, and it would change the type and the move set, which would be awesome, like another Eevee. Except they probably won't do that. Actually, now that I think about it, they would not do multiple types like that. Yeah. So yeah, now time for Gen 6. Esper and Meowstic. When I look at Esper and Meowstic, they're cats. And what I think of cats, I think of like Dark Omens. And Alola's all about their like omens, stuff like that. So when they see a cat or Meowstic and Esper, it would be a dark type and stuff like that. That's how I pictured it in my mind. Not really an explanation, but there's not much in Gen 6 I would like to change. There's not many Pokemon in Gen 6. So, I mean, dark type's the only one we really got. And Helioptile and Heliolisk. Everybody's mad that these two are normal and electric. Even when Helioptile evolves, it's still normal electric, which I think could change. You know how Heliolisk has like the little, I don't know how to describe it, the little, like the little flaps on its neck, the flaps, I don't know how to describe it, but it could be used similar to a solar panel. That's how I see it as, and it could gain the type of fire type and electric type, and it would also change for the Helioptile as well. Heliolisk and Helioptile would get a fire type, which would be good. Electric and fire. Any electric fires? I'm trying to think. because I didn't think of any other Pokemon with these types. Like, as soon as I said Ice Teddiursa, I automatically thought of Beartic and Cubchoo. Which, now that I think about it, is just wrong. Yeah, so Helioptile and Heliolisk would get a fire type. And maybe ground, actually. Now that I think about it, maybe get ground if it's near the beach. Yeah, like it'd be sunbathing, it could either be fire type, or it'd be digging in the ground, be ground type. Yeah. And then for the last one, Noibat and Noivern. I mean, how I see this, it's a bat, so it'd be in a lot of caves. And I would think there'd be a cave on the volcano, and there would also be a cave on the ice mountain. And Noibat and Noivern could be in there, like hanging out, stuff like that. And they'd be, how do I put it? They'd evolve into these ice types or fire type or a dark type. Because Noivern is a flying dragon already, so it's basically another dragon knight, except faster. Is Noivern faster? Pretty sure Noivern's faster. But yeah, ice type would slow it down, give it more offense, special attack. Fire type would probably lower defense and up the special attack. Or would it be a physical attacker? I don't know, but it would change. And dark type, also just in a random cave, it could gain the dark type if they're not really out much. And yeah, so these are all the Pokemon that I would think would benefit from a type change. Well, not really benefit, ones I would like to see change in Pokemon Sun and Moon. And if you'd like to see more, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, share this video. Until next time, see ya.